Y'all, guess what? I have in front of me the new MacBook Air with the Apple M1 chip. So for those of you that aren't aware, Apple recently launched a new MacBook Air, Mac Mini, and MacBook Pro, all with their new M1 chip, which for you basically means you're gonna have a more seamless integration between the hardware and the software. So everything should run at optimal performance. Now this is the first ever chip designed specifically for Mac. So this is really exciting news. I'm personally excited to give this thing a test run and see how well it actually performs for, you know, your day-to-day tasks. But this video is really just gonna be my first impressions and quick unboxing of this. However, for my review video, I want to make it more collaborative. I want to actually touch on things that you want to know. So please drop your questions down below because I'm going to be pulling from those questions when I create the review video. So if you're new here, welcome. Basically here on my channel, I like to talk about everything in relation to technology. So if that is up your alley, feel free to hit that subscribe button and that like button if you feel inclined to. So enough with the chit chat, y'all. Let's get up in this box. So the new MacBook Air comes in 3 different colors: space gray, gold, and silver. The version I have is gold, and this is a quick glimpse at the box. All right, so let's get up in this thing, see what we got. So in here, let me show you what I'm looking at on this end. So there is the beautiful MacBook Air in all of its glory, y'all. So we have the MacBook Air in here. And then beneath it, we have the, oh God, am I overexposed? There we go. Jesus. Okay. So beneath the MacBook Air, we have our USB-C charging cable and a 30-watt power adapter. So no paper or Apple stickers. Am I tripping? Oh yeah, I am tripping. It fell out. So you also have your little pamphlet here that usually comes with the Mac. You have those beautiful gold Apple stickers as well. So the new MacBook Pro here, let's get it out the wrapper. All right, we gotta see how these golds match because I can tell already this is more of like a rose gold. It's not the jewelry gold, that's what I like to call this gold. It's not the like gold that's offered on the 12 Pro. So they don't match, unfortunately. This one's more rosish and this one's more yellow gold, I would say. So, whatever. But it still has the same form factor as the previous MacBook Air. But on this one, you do have 2 Thunderbolt USB 4 ports. And then on the opposite side, you have a headphone jack. So ultimately, that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Oh my gosh. We have the MacBook Chime back. I love to see it. I love to see it, y'all. You also have some new keyboard shortcuts. So now we have a new keyboard shortcut for dictation, do not disturb, emojis, and I believe spotlight. So you have dedicated keys on your keyboard for that. So I'm gonna set this up and give it a little test run and let you know some of my initial impressions of it. But just knowing what I know about the specs of this already, I'm excited because it has up to 3 times faster CPU performance, up to 5 times faster graphic performance, and an even better battery life than before, as you can get up to 18 hours of video playback and up to 15 hours of web browsing. It also now has a P3 wide color gamut display, and with macOS Big Sur, you can also run iOS and iPad apps up here. So we're gonna see what that looks like, and I'm gonna be back, y'all. I'm just super excited to test this out. So we're gonna dive into some actual hands-on experience with this. I'm gonna set it up, then I'm gonna hop back on camera, kind of let you know my thoughts and everything like that. So until then, y'all, hit me up with some questions below. I'll be back. All right, y'all, so here are my initial impressions. So something I really admire about the MacBook Air lineup is its form factor and the power in which it toted within that form factor. In the previous generations, it's been a decent laptop to invest in to get things done at an entry level. But it's like now it's been kind of taken up a notch. So basically what I did is I edited this entire video on my MacBook Air, and all of that was like 4K footage recorded on my Sony a7S III. And it ran smoothly. I didn't have any issues. I'm not gonna say this is the computer to get if you're gonna edit a ton of 4K footage, but it is great to see that it can do it and it can do it efficiently. So I see this as a really great option for not only students, but also entry-level creators, especially those who might want a MacBook Pro, but may not be per se in the financial position to get a MacBook Pro, and you're eyeing the Air. I feel like you'd be okay in getting this and getting some of your creative work done. However, the Pro is gonna be that much better at it. And on top of that, Mac OS Big Sur brought some changes changes as well to kind of take my experience on this to that next level. So for one thing, we got a much cleaner look, which I personally like. At first I was like having mixed feelings because I'm just like, I don't want it to feel like I'm on a mobile device when I'm on my computer by the look of things type of deal. But then after seeing it and using it, I kind of like that fluidity now in terms of what we see in the interface between the devices. So for example, you now have Control Center offered on Mac, and that's gonna give you instant access to things like your volume, brightness, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth, which is nice because it's now a free integrated way within your computer to kind of manage your toolbar at the top and the icons in which you see. Normally I would have most of those up there for quick access, but I don't have to do that anymore because now they can reside within Control Center. Another change I saw that I really liked was the fact that I can click on the date and time in the menu bar to see notifications and widgets, much like I would on my iPhone or my iPad. And just like you have size options for your widgets on your phone and your iPad, you also have the same on your Mac. Now the display, everything just really looks super sharp and smooth. I watched a couple of YouTube videos. Like I said, I edited, this video in which you're watching up here. And also with macOS Big Sur, your Messages app finally works the same way on your MacBook as it does on your phone. So you can pin conversations just like you can on your phone. You can reply to specific messages and even at people on your Mac as you can on your phone. And I want to draw emphasis to this because for so long you could do certain things on your mobile devices within Messages that you cannot on your Mac. So now they seem to be in sync in terms of the features that one offers is also offered on the other. You can even edit emojis now on your Mac. So the entry-level MacBook Air starts at $999 or $899 for students. I know with smaller devices you sometimes have to sacrifice certain things, especially in terms of the battery, but that is not the case for the MacBook Air, y'all. I actually edited this video. I watched a couple of videos on Safari. I browsed the web. I checked my email, and I still have not killed this battery. It's close to dying, but it's not dead yet. Definitely makes it more of a candidate to grab when you're out and about and you need something that's a little bit more than an iPad, but not quite as robust as the bigger MacBooks, like the MacBook Pros and stuff. Sometimes I want the power of them, but I won't bring them because of the size. And sometimes I won't bring my iPad because although it has the size that I may want in that moment, it doesn't have the power. And that's to me kind of where the MacBook Air just slides into your life because it's the nice median. It does more than the iPad, but still maintains a small form factor with a really great battery life. But at the same time, it's not exactly as powerful as a MacBook Pro because it's gonna give you a little bit of the power that you need and a little bit of the size that you need. So if you are an entry-level creator or a student or someone that's looking to get a Mac that can not only do just the basics but a little bit more as well in the event that you do decide to get into photo editing and video editing and things that might need a little bit more power, I feel you'll be okay with getting the new MacBook. I do wish though that with the announcement of the M1 chip that we had just a slight design change. I don't know, I felt like maybe new interior, new exterior type of vibe. I was probably going for too much there, but at least we did get, some changes on the keyboard. But that's gonna do it for this one, y'all. As always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.